But
You said Afrotech.
She said Afrotech. See what's wrong with these people?
You tried to say no, it's not for dating, and you said Afrotech. So, um, producer, in terms of like the lens on layoffs. This is about like getting another job. This is about the stigma attached.
all of it, because one, we want to talk about how layoffs surged 58% year over year from 2024 to 2025. And so that made it increasingly hard for people to find jobs because it's not just, oh, I'm losing a job. One, so many people are laying off, and even while you see a job posted, that job is sometimes no longer available, not
Mhm.
even just being filled. Sometimes they decided against it because layoffs, because they are reorging and doing away with quote unquote duplication or streamlining things. And then the job market on the other side was just crazy wild because now all of these people are trying to figure out where am I going to go? I'm going for jobs that are at my level, below my level, and nothing seems to work. Do you know anybody who's still in this market trying to find a job that has been laid off? Because Brian was able to bounce back fast, but that has not been most people's story.
We can
And
talk about Brian's traumatic experience.
Mine was good.
Oh, say
God be
more.
blessing me.
Say more. I think this is a good topic, Courtney.
I was there. Actually, it was nah. I mean, I was 50%. That's what I'll say. I'll
Okay,
say
okay.
it was a B. It was definitely a B plus. Only reason I would give it 4 stars instead of 5 is because then I had to find another job.
So what made it so great?
It was quick. They let me keep the laptop and the phone. My RSUs vested. What else?
How much severance, like how much time did you have? What like was your
I was only
leave?
there for 8 months,
Oh,
so
wow.
I don't have the same perspective as everybody else. That's the tough part.
Yeah. Was it everybody? Was it like the whole
It was a whole company, so they sold the
Wow.
company. Yeah.
Oh, they sold it and they wow. That's
So they were
interesting.
selling it. So they made the decision to sell it. So then they shut down everything and sold the software they created to another company.
Oh, they were just selling the software, so it was one of those acquihire situations.
Yeah, they scaled it and then got up out that joint.
Okay. So
Mm.
my closest version of that is working at a startup that had bought a bigger company, which was very strange. It was like a minnow eating a whale. It was very strange.
Mm.
And I saw the writing on the wall in terms of them doing rounds of layoffs as they tried to kind of squeeze their numbers basically to look like they were performing well. So they were
Woo.
reducing staff. And so instead of waiting for me to, because I knew I would get included in the first round,
Mm.
I started looking for jobs months before. And it took them, I think, 10 months after I left for them to, no, it wasn't 10, it was 6 months after I left when they did the first round. And then they did another one 2 years later. Like basically everybody that was at that company while I was there is no longer there because they kept doing these waves
Yeah.
and waves because they're private equity backed and all of that. They have like they squeeze people quite a bit.
Never would have made it.
So Brian, the question is, what made you bounce back so quickly? What
Um,
was your secret?
I'm a C student, man. I keep telling people I
Mm-hmm.
just be hanging out with people, talking to people, drinking with people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That golf course stuff ain't for me, but if you
Mm-hmm.
want to have a good time,
Mm-hmm.
I'm your guy. So, um, when I did go through the layoff, naturally I talked to some people, let them know what was going on, did some looking, did some digging, got a hookup, got connected
Mm-hmm.
with somebody, and they pretty much walked me in the door to the next company.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's so
that's
yeah.
that's
You
kind of
say it,
how it happened.
that's how it happened. And it's funny because I was just listening to, and I 100% believe this, to this economist talking about the how people are going to get jobs in the age of AI. And he was saying that it's going to be exactly what you just said, relationships and people knowing you and being able to vouch for you. And it's always been that, but it's even more so now because everybody now has a perfect resume and a perfect cover letter.
That's true. Because I like to shop. So in shopping, I'm always on LinkedIn. I don't mean no harm, but if it's an
Mm.
easy apply or apply, I'm probably crowding the space just because what else is this app for? What else is this platform for? So every now and then I just click just to see. And so
Mm-hmm.
when I tell you people hit me up 5, 6 months later, and this has been since I've been working in corporate America, five,
Yeah.
6 months later, oh, like Courtney said, we're pausing this, or they extending another somebody else's job, or they did an internal hire. Those people just
Mm-hmm.
be posting those jobs. I don't even know if it's them sometime. That might
Mm-hmm.
just be, you know what I mean? I think
Mm-hmm.
part of the success of LinkedIn is the appearance of an employee market that may not be there. So
Hmm.
Have you gotten any jobs through any of those LinkedIn, just throwing your hat in the ring?
nah. I
Okay.
can say that even when the recruiters hit me up from
Mm-hmm.
that site, it's very far and few between that even match what I'm doing or what's on my resume or what's on my profile. So
Mm-hmm.
I know they got meeting appointments to book and they get paid by bookings and all that type
Ah,
of
that's
stuff.
a
So
good
I think
point.
the employment economy has created some weird dynamics where things may or may not even be there, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That is very true. And that's actually a part of the frustration that people are saying that, people are being called for roles that appear real, but they never are. And so and you'll have recruiters reach out and then just disappear on you. A lot of people have also said, even when they do get contacted, recruiters are ghosting in a way that they've never seen before. The recruitment process seems to be
It's
very,
broken.
yeah.
To give people like the kind of for the systematic people that heard what you said, Brian, and they were like, well, I'm not a social creature. I'm not right. I'm not just like chilling. I think there's a kind of methodical way of going about it. And so I'm an extrovert like you. And so I just naturally like to hang out with people. I don't know how many happy hours I have done with our esteemed producer. But one
What's
of
your
the
drink
things
of
that I
choice?
do,
I'm sorry. What you be
my drink
drinking?
of choice, it depends on the day, depends on the time. So like
It's a Wednesday. What you drinking today?
today I would be drinking some sparkling apple cider vinegar beverage. Not
No.
sponsored, but if you want to
If
sponsor
we
the
at the
podcast, let us know.
bar, if we at the
In a
bar,
bar, like in a bar. Honestly, like now at this stage of my life, on a Wednesday, I am drinking some sparkling water of some kind and putting lemon and lime in it to be fancy. What about you, Brian?
tequila,
Oh goodness, just straight tequila,
tequila and soda water. There you go. Not
tequila and
straight
soda
tequila.
water.
Yeah.
Producer.
Oh, I like a good mezcal,
Oh my
or
God, y'all are.
yes, or I just do a
I have a
classic
hangover just
vodka
thinking
drink.
about this.
Or
Okay,
vodka, like
beautiful.
I know a lot of people are off of vodka,
Mm-hmm.
but I return to it. I'm not a tequila girl. Mezcal is the closest that I'll do, but vodka is very smooth
It
and it
is.
doesn't have the sting and whatever thing that tequila has.
Tequila is serious.
Very serious.
Tequila is
No.
serious.
I disagree. We're gonna get back to what you was talking about
Yeah.
first,
Okay.
but I
But
disagree because vodka will mess you up. Tequila is very honest with you. It's like, hey, this is one now. Hey, this is two. Hey, this three. You sure you want to keep going? Vodka. Ooh, I could put
that's
it in
true.
something. This
Vodka does
should.
come at you, and you're like, oh no, I'm on the ground. Anyway,
It's too late. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
too late. It's
Tequila
too
is
late.
honest with you all the way.
That's a good
So,
point. That's a very good point.
but back to
Mezcal,
what
I
you were
would say
saying.
too.
My bad.
So my methodical path for people that are like a little bit more introverted, a little bit that to them networking sounds like something, um, too serious, and just hanging out sounds too casual. It's the keyword is relationships. And the thing that I guess I'll say what I've done, which is I just stay in touch with people, whether they're in a fancy job, in no job, in a job that I would want, a job that I would not want, an industry I would not even want to be in, but they're just people that I've come across and that we had some kind of friendship, work friendship or whatever. I just touch base with people. I'm just always, how you doing? What's going on? Because then I know if I hear from them and they need something, I know how they've been reacting to my pings. And if
Yeah.
I ever need something, and it sounds very calculated, and it is a little bit, but that's life. And so I know that if I go to them with an ask, every single time I reached out to them was not because I needed something. It was because I genuinely was like, "How you doing? What's going on with you? How are things?" And there's a group of so there's a kind of broader group, and then there's a narrower group, which is not I would not describe these folks as good friends, but I definitely consider them friends that I make a point of trying to like see them and like just on that cadence of it's been a few months, and so I'm the person that's always willing to reach out to folks and socialize with them and just how are things, take walks, drink coffee, tea, or drink, or watch them drink, or whatever it is. But that's a way to do it in a methodical way for people that are maybe not as gregarious and outgoing, to just think about it as relationships and just keep a touch point, keep touch points with people.
Interesting. Found on the website that it says networking events were built for growth markets, not defensive ones. So, for the most of the last decade, networking worked because companies were hiring ahead of demand, managers attended events looking for people, referrals accelerated already open roles. But now headcount is like in protection mode.
Mm-hmm.
It's low fire strategies, and hiring freezes with exceptions only. And what they're basically saying is even well connected people at events don't actually have authority or budget to hire these days like they used to. And at a lot of these curated networking events, which I think everybody is starting to just be sick of, most of those attendees don't control the opportunities because
Because the
What?
they're
people that
different.
will go to a networking event are people that need it.
Right. So but y'all network a little differently. And that,
Exactly. It's
I don't think that's
relationships.
the type of networking that
Yeah.
people, when they hear
Yo,
it, they hear relationships and they think it's one for one. But you
Yeah, it's
guys
not.
have a slightly different strategy. Not, that's not even slightly different, but it works for your
nah,
personalities.
it's the only strategy. Anybody going to a network event is just trying to hook up. I'm gonna be honest. If y'all going to a network event, ain't nobody there. We already know ain't nobody there. Y'all just going to hang out, hook up, meet some people. They trying to find a date. That's what they doing.
No, I think it's the desperation of I need a job or things aren't working for me. So maybe I can go here and meet somebody. Like you got to think about Afrotech, right? They're telling you all of these companies are here, they're going to interview you and da da da. And you have how many people going there that aren't even in tech and thinking,
Courtney, I will echo Brian's point.
what?
Afrotech is about
And that was
people
you walked
people
right into
wilding
my
out. Yeah,
you
yeah.
walked
You
right
walked
into
right
my
into it by saying Afrotech. That's what exactly
Okay,
that is for.
just
It's
think of
it's
other
Freaknik
ones.
for nerds.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I need an amen button. Hallelujah.
Forget the amen, but the break is up. It's time for us to circle back.
Okay, I'm back to work. I gotta go read some stuff. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
I
That's interesting. Okay. All right. So, y'all
Same
ready
thing
for
with
the
lesbian to tech, by the way. The same energy. And lesbians are much more chill, so there's not a lot of hooking up, but there's a lot of like just intellectual flirting.
there we go. Them big
I'm a married
words.
woman, so I don't know. Maybe they were
Four
doing things. I was
syllables.
not there. I was not there. Lesbian to tech. I went to lesbian to tech to the point where I did a faux striptease. I took off my USDS thing like in a sexy way. It was hilarious. It was very
Oh,
stupid.
can we share these in the outtake or what?
This is
Anyway.
the outtake, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.